Today's Friday, it's the 22nd of December 2023. Christmas is close approaching. And we're at the Roja, the Red Cross, which is a hospital here in Mallorca, and Anita's just had her appointment. So as we make our way back to the car, we'll tell you a little bit about it. Well, a few weeks ago, Anita noticed a spot on her arm. So she went to the doctors, and our doctor's really good. He had a little look, but he said, you need to go and see a dermatologist. So my appointment was made for the 22nd of February, which is about 6 months in advance. So obviously forgot all about it, and then the other day Steve had a phone call 2 days ago to say that my appointment's been changed. It could be on today, Friday the 22nd, instead at a different hospital. So, and the Creu Roja is a little bit different. It sort of is and isn't a part of the National Health Service, so you can go there privately, and it's got this charitable sort of status as well. But Adam's been there in the past. I don't think either of us have actually ever been there, but they do a fantastic job, and so we had to get up a little bit earlier this morning than we'd intended to for a Friday morning, just before Christmas, and make our way down to the Creu Roja. One thing that was a bit of a downer, parking. I had to park miles away. But he dropped me off so I didn't have to walk, and I just went straight in, waited. I saw a really nice lady. She examined every spot on my body and told me that they're all okay. So that's good, but she wants to see me every year. So that's good. So the doctor will be making another appointment for her. No, she'll make one and send me a text. And so it'll become an automatic thing that you get the checkup every year. And this is really for skin cancer. We're in a very sunny place, and skin cancer could be an issue, particularly for the fairer, like Anita. She said you're very white. I said, I know. Yeah, Anita does actively miss out on the sun. She more than I do. I will actually spend. I don't sunbathe, but I don't avoid it as much as Anita does. So now I've got to try and remember where the car is. Let me just have a little look around. Well, this is the street I've walked down. It's quite a long one, so we've got a bit of a walk to go up here. This is actually part of Palma that I've never walked in, so I'm coming across things that I've never seen before, including a uniform shop across the road, which is pretty much what I used to have many years ago. And we're very close to what's referred to on the maps as the Colosseum of Majorca, and perhaps on another day I'll actually go and have a look at the Colosseum of Majorca. It's more familiarly known as the Bull Ring, which I'm not sure whether they do bullfights there anymore. They were banned, then we had a change of government, and I think they came back. So different parts of Spain have banned them, and others have allowed them, and it seems to be a little bit of a political football that gets kicked around, and it's got very strong views. So just over that way is where the bull ring is, just behind all of those buildings. It is used though. Hospital from here. It is used for lots of other events though. We've been to concerts there in the past. Most recently was a fantastic production of Carmina Burana, and that was absolutely an amazing concert. I wish I could have videoed that one. And taking years ago, we actually took, I think we took Lara and Adam, did we? To see Status Quo there. And this would have been a very long time ago, possibly 30 years ago. But had a great time rocking all over the world. So here we are, here we go. Where's the car? The car's still a long way away. When I got out of the car, I had to have a look on my maps there just to see how far we'd got to walk, and it told me I'd got a 10-minute walk to get to the Creu Roja. But it does give you some interesting back streets and the sort of houses that are around here, sort of on the outskirts of Palma. Some really quite big houses, and then some very small houses as well, and then the apartments that have grown up in between them. And with all of that you need services, so we've got schools as well and parks. And then the newest building of all, which is just coming up on the left here, was a little bit of a surprise to me. Just have a look over this nice new fence. This is La Iglesia, that's the church of Jesucristo, Jesus Christ, de los Santos de los Últimos Días. So this is Jesus Christ and the Latter-day Saints. There's a nice new building here. Interesting. I do find all of these sorts of things fascinating, and you just stumble upon them. Wouldn't really expect it. And just as I'm walking down, I'm thinking about the people who live in this area and car parking. Many of these houses are quite old and they never had car parks, garages, so car parking is really at a premium. And then you've got things like this huge construction here. Not sure what it is, but it's very big. I'm assuming that it will have lots of underground car parking. It's pretty much, that's the rule now. If you build something, you have to have build something that's commercial, you have to have an underground car park. So when they build a shop, a big shop like this might be, or whatever it is, then they would have to configure some underground car parking, and that will alleviate some of the pressure that the streets have, but there is just no parking. This, I think, is a school on the other side. Very modern building.
Is that a school?
I think it's a school. The schools here are all very secure places, so they get chained and locked up at the end of as soon as the children are inside, and you have to buzz your way in. So they are very sort of safe places, at least most of them are. Not places you can easily enter. See the work that's going on here.
What's that building over there? Is that hospital?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. You're very close to the conservatory here, which is the music place. I used to take Serena to for flute lessons at one point.
I think you better mention the match.
Oh, better mention that. Yes, we had a football match yesterday. Real Mallorca versus Osasuna. And we went with a little trepidation. Not sure how the team would pull together. And just after 5 minutes, Osasuna scored. So we were 1-0 down in the first 10 minutes. And that was... well, it wasn't comfortable watching, because actually Mallorca were doing all right up until that point. But they didn't sit back and...
as they usually do.
As they quite often do, just don't do anything about it. But they battled on, and battled on they did. And in about the 15th, 16th minute, Mallorca pulled level and scored. And that's how it stayed for the first half. Second half, well, they didn't stop. They carried on, and they were attacking and having much of the play, much of the shots, and were doing really well, and managed to score 2 more. So they were 3-1 up right up to the 90th minute, and then Osasuna scored. So 3-2 and 5 minutes of added squeaky bum time. Everybody a little bit nervous. But Mallorca managed to hold on, and they managed to get all 3 points. scored 3 goals, something we've not seen all season. And we're going to finish this year with a happy match. And that's probably moved us up just a little bit in the table. Puts us a little bit further away from that relegation zone, which we're so fearful of, and hoping for great things in the summer. The ground's nearly finished. The last of the seats look as though they've been installed. There's a little bit of building work going on, but the stadium's going to look good. We had some fantastic fireworks last night. The demons were out, and we also had a dragon, which was quite exciting. So yeah, 14,000 something crowd. It's not bad. 9:30 start though is a little bit late. It meant we didn't get in till midnight or after midnight. And then up early this morning. And then, yeah, up early this morning, out down to the Red Cross. So I'm saying how built up the area is and how many cars, there's no parking, but there's always space for a park. And Mallorca does this very well. There's each little area has got the park with flowers, green areas, places for the children to play, and quite often has a little bit of a stage and seating for people who just want to take the weight off their feet. Well, we haven't got time for that. We've got to do our Christmas shopping now. Turkey on the way. So thanks very much for watching our little video in a different part of Palma. We're going to do a shopping now, and see you in the next one. Bye. Bye for now. Bye.